Hello everyone, welcome back. It has been quite a while since I've uploaded a quick, easy 5-minute out the door makeup tutorial. So I thought it was time to put out a new one, but I wanted to do this one in real time. Whenever I do makeup tutorials, like most YouTubers, I chop out certain parts. I don't put in all of the blending that I do because it just takes up time, and let's be honest, it can be kind of boring. And I think most of you, when you watch tutorials, you get the idea. You don't need to see me spend a minute and a half applying lip liner. Not that I take a minute and a half to apply my lip liner, but maybe I do. I've never really timed it. I am timing it now. I do have a couple of errands to run today, so this is also sort of a get ready with me. I will be wearing a mask most of the time I'm out and about. I don't wear one in the car, but I wear one when I go into stores. But for the purposes of this being a full makeup routine, I am going to still apply some lipstick. So I am going to start the stopwatch on my phone. I will be doing a voiceover for this tutorial simply because when I try to apply the makeup while explaining what I'm doing, it takes me a lot longer. So let's get started. I always begin my makeup routine by applying eyeshadow primer. I do this because my lids are very, very oily, so regardless of how much eyeshadow I'm wearing, I always like to do this step so I don't have just a pool of oil on my lids throughout the day. For my foundation, I'm using the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue. I like this one because it has natural looking coverage, it feels lightweight on my skin, and it has an SPF 45. I'm applying it with my favorite makeup sponge, the Stands Out sponge. This just allows me to apply the makeup to a larger area at a time. It really gives an airbrush look to the skin. I also have a lot of redness and broken capillaries around my nostrils, so I definitely take the time to smooth out that area. Next up is concealer. Today I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This one offers really, really good coverage of dark circles. It doesn't get cakey or creasy throughout the day. And I pat that in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. Because I have oily skin and this foundation does leave more of a luminous finish, I'm setting my entire face with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. Next up, I'm using some bronzer. This one is a new one from Milani. And all of the brushes I'm using will also be listed in the description box. I'm using the bronzer under my cheekbones, on my forehead, and I'm also using it as my eyeshadow. I'm running it through my creases in a windshield wiper motion. Now for my cheeks, I'm using this cloud paint from Glossier in the shade Storm. I love this product for everyday makeup. This color especially just gives such a pretty natural flush to the cheeks, and it wears all day long. So now for my non-existent brows, I'm using this product from M Cosmetics. It's their micro brow fluffing cream, I think it's called. I like this because it adds not only color, but a little bit of volume to my very, very sparse brows. So that right there is something I normally would have edited out, me trying to remove the little bit of foundation that's gotten on my lips before I go in with this Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in Almond Beige. I love the color, I love the shine. It's not super long wearing, but it's really, really easy to reapply. Now I am curling my eyelashes, which is something I always do, even with a 5-minute routine. I find that it makes a huge difference for me because I have stick straight lashes. And wow, you can really see my forehead wrinkles here, which is actually a good thing. Hopefully this will keep the people that always accuse me of lying about Botox, hopefully this will show them that no, my forehead moves plenty. So yeah, now I am clearly applying some mascara. I actually had a couple of seconds left, so I grabbed my e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow in Pumpkin Pie, the quad, and I used a little bit of the gold shade, patted that onto my lids, and that was it. Now, if I had just a little bit more time, I would probably take a little bit more eyeshadow and just dab a little bit under my lash lines. Lately, I have not been putting mascara on my lower lash lines. I don't know, I go in phases. Sometimes I like to put mascara down there and sometimes I don't. And then the other thing I would probably do is fill in my brows a little bit. But overall, I feel polished, put together. I've got my SPF 45 on. So as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will be putting all of the products that I used in the description box, but keep in mind, you don't have to use these exact products. You can get products similar to these cloud paints at the drugstore. You can use whatever mascara you like. This Milani bronzer is excellent, but I also could do the same thing with the new Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I rotate my concealers. Today I used the Milani Conceal and Perfect, but maybe another day I'll reach for my Dose of Colors or my Maybelline concealer. So whatever products you prefer, you can do this look. The idea was just to show you what I personally do for a quick 5-minute look. Maybe your skin is perfect and you don't need to wear foundation. You can get away with just concealer. Or maybe you have great brows and you don't need to do anything to those. Or maybe you have long dark lashes and you can skip the mascara step. These are just the steps that I feel like I have to do to be comfortable just going out in the world. Of course, I am comfortable. Well, I shouldn't say of course, because I wasn't always this way. I do feel comfortable going out with no makeup at all. But it definitely took me a while to get to that point. And I still feel better and more confident wearing at least a little something. So this is what I will be wearing when I venture out of the house today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already a member of the Risa Does Makeup family, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. I try to upload videos at least twice a week, usually 3 times. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter under the same username. It's all Risa Does Makeup. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.